Yeah. Right. She know the shade soon. Rev. Yo, Wayne write the skit, he produced the scene, but Shay bring the talk that's slick and mean. He got characters, drama, chaos on deck, but Shay the one breaking down every little speck. She spot the shade, the smirks, the fakes, catch the punchlines and the subtle mistakes. She the voice of the couch, the fam on the phone, like, did you see what just happened when he left her alone?
Shay stay talking, she break it all down, from the messy to the funny. She wear that crown, skits by Wayne, but the show start here. When Shay react, she gon' laugh or tear. Ooh, it's the Shay stuck wave. She real, she raw, she bold, she brave. Country Wayne built it, but Shay made it pop. Now hit that play and don't you stop.
She ain't here just watching, she go hosting from the sideline. Talking over clips like it's game time, characters wild, but Shay got control. She pause, rewind, then snatch they soul. No script in her voice, just truth and wit. Like, why is girl acting like she ain't seen that chick? She roast, she laugh, she bring the fire. Shay turn a 5-minute skit to an all-day ride.
She stay talking, she break it all down, from the messy to the funny. She wear that crown, skits by Wayne, but the show start here. When Shay react, you gon' laugh or tear. Shay's the vibe, she the voice of the folks that don't let nothing slide. Country Wayne lit it, but Shay got the flame. Now run that back, you know the name.
Shout out to Country Wayne for cooking up the chaos. But if you want the real breakdown, side out to laugh the truth. You pull up here. This is the Shay's Tube reaction show. No cap, no filter. Just Shay.
Shay stay talking, she break it all down, from the messy to the funny. She wear that crown, skits by Wayne, but the show start here. When Shay react, you gon' laugh or tear. Ooh, the Shay still vibe, she the voice of the folks that don't let nothing slide. Country Wayne lit it, Shay got the flame. Now run that back, you know the name.
All right, hopefully this internet is not breaking up today, because I did boot the system, and hopefully it works pretty good, so I don't have to do all this stuff on my phone again today. But anyway, welcome to Shay's Tube, and thank you guys so much for being here. It's a Country Wayne Skits reaction time with me. All right, let me go ahead and do this copyright disclaimer under Section 107 of the Copyright Act of 1976. Allowance is made for fair use for purposes such as criticism, commenting, news reporting, teaching, scholarship, education, and research. Thank you, Margaret. That copyright disclaimer is in my description area, and part of it is scrolling across that screen right there. Guys, if you enjoyed this content today, make sure you thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, hit the bell notification, share, and leave a comment. Also, hype this video up for me, and thank you so much. And if you want to show additional support for this channel, feel free to do a super sticker, super chat, cash app donation at $Shades Tube, or cop yourself a membership for $99 per month. All righty. Thank you guys so much. Thanks to all who have donated in the past, and I definitely appreciate that. All right, today is Friday, the 27th of March, 2026. Happy birthday, David. It's my soon-to-be ex's birthday. Happy birthday. Even though he does not watch my channel, I'm just saying it out there anyway. All right, so yeah, it's a good day today. His birthday is 5 days after my birthday. We are both Aries. That's why we get along so good and stuff. It's the same sign, you guys. But anyway, I hope you guys are having a beautiful day today. And if anybody's birthday is today, besides his, happy birthday to you. I'm going to start saying that over here because I always forget to say it. I say it on my Dollar Tree side, but I never really say it over here. So happy birthday to all of the March babies, okay? Pisces, Aries. Aries is the best. And that's on everything. We're the best sign out there. You know what I'm saying? All righty. Anyway, go get you something to eat, something to drink, relax and seat. If you are at work, welcome to watch and replay. We in the place to be. What's going on? What's going on? Margaret in the place to be. What's going on? What's going on? And thank you again, Margaret, for that. Let me know as soon as this stuff starts breaking up, because I definitely have it on my other phone. just in case, but I'm going to actually log on into my page so I can see myself on camera or hear myself at times. Yeah, I got the now he calls. He gonna have to wait. That's what he always do. When I call my David before I get on lives, he be busy, and then when I get on the live, he calls back. So I'm gonna have to call him when I get off this live. But anyway, we won't be on here that long today because I'm going out to a flower thing to see some different flowers. I will put the pictures up, and I'll try to do a video if I can. I still got to put this other video up that I never put up. But yeah, so that's what I got to do this and get ready. Get done in about 30 or 40 minutes. All right. So the first skit we are going to see is Amber's Restaurant, and hopefully everything works out good when I play it. Let's keep our fingers crossed that everything works out good. And we're gonna watch Amber's excitement when she walks through her business door. Okay. And I don't understand why they don't have more staff. What happened to that dude? What happened to the stripper girl? Goodness. If you know that you just got David incorporated, or Dave, incorporated into your business to bring you more people in, you would think that she would have those people come in, or at least be on call. So if you get a lot of business, you can bring them in. Okay. And she needs some music in the background too. So let's go ahead and watch that real quick. And I wonder, how did he get all those people? So let's go ahead and watch this real quick, guys. So let's go ahead and present, share screen. Let's see. I already got it pulled up, okay? So we'll do part one.
Oh, boy. Okay, water. Here you go, ma'am. Thank you. You're welcome. Oh, it's for you. Y'all have to take this third water out. Thank you. You're welcome. Lemon. Got it. Okay. No problem. Straw. Lemon. You know how long before we see it? Girl, I don't know nothing. Maybe give me like 20 minutes, 20, 30 minutes.
Okay, it's been a minute.
It has, but it's a lot of people. I got you. Yes, sir. You need utensils. Water.
I'm gonna have to clean it. Okay.
Cool girl. Listen. I don't know. There's really people in here, and I'm understaffed.
Okay, these are not from Shauna's church.
I don't think so. I don't know. Yes, napkins, please. Napkins. Lemon, water.
Okay. I don't know where John. Yes.
Yes, ma'am.
Can I please have a menu?
Please have a menu.
Thank
yes.
you.
And a glass of 3 waters. Lemon. Yes, ma'am. Your food is coming. It's gonna come up. I don't know how long, but it's gonna come up. Hi, I can help. I got you. Hi, how are you?
We're doing great.
Good. How are you?
Good. Are you guys from Shauna's church by chance?
Who?
Oh,
No.
You're paying customers.
Yes.
Good.
Oh, boy.
So let's go to part two, like we did yesterday, to make it more smoother. Then we'll talk real quick.
Can I help you?
Yes, I've been waiting on a glass of water.
Okay. Okay. Sure.
Let me see what I can do.
I'm gonna switch my shoes.
Okay. Thank you.
Okay.
Jesus, I'm ready. Hello, how are you?
I'm good. How you doing?
Thank you.
It's about college.
What'd you say?
It's about college.
College drinks. Oh, they're fantastic.
I got some back there.
We do. I don't know where anything is. Okay. Water. What else do you need? They need water. I need to turn in wine at this point. Baby,
Water is wine. Got it.
12 water, 2 lemons. They want a straw. Yes, ma'am.
Am I ordering? You know what? I can.
You want a break? Let me tell you what.
Water. Yes. Water is
I'm how are you?
I'm good.
Well, what can I help you with?
Good. My name's Vince.
Men's application.
My friend's coming.
How you doing?
Some fries with that
Okay. Yes, ma'am.
and a wine, please. Moscato preferred.
Moscato.
Yes, please.
ma'am.
Thank you
And
so
for you,
much.
sir?
And I would like marinated slow smoked beef brisket.
Okay, beef crispy. All right.
Excuse me.
Yes. Oh, the DoorDash. Is the DoorDash ready?
Yes. Let's get in there. Give me that 10 minutes.
Okay,
It'll be ready.
Just 10 more minutes. Yes, we'll be ready. Shauna, what is going on? Everybody's waiting on their food.
Okay, I'm getting into it.
Okay.
I'm by myself, so I'm cooking a lot of food.
That's
That's a lot.
That's why I told you to hire someone.
Okay, well, you need to do that.
How can I help you?
Yes, I've been waiting on a glass of water.
Okay.
So let me go back over to the screen real quick. The thing is that, like I said before, you would think that she would have people on standby. Thank you, Sabrina, and welcome to the live. Thank you so much. But yeah, you would think that she would have people on standby, okay, just in case you get a lot of business. If you just brought someone in to help you get business, you would think to yourself, maybe I should call up the girl that she hired, you know, the stripper girl, and then the dude that was always taking up for Shauna, you know what I'm talking about, the one that sings, and whomever else she hired, and keep them on standby because you just added someone to the crew to help you get business. And Danielle's, not Danielle's, what's that lady's sister? Danielle's sister, no. I can't forget, I can't remember whose sister it is. I think it is Danielle's sister. Danielle's sister told her already that this dude is pretty good. So if she told her that, then common sense will come into play and say, well, maybe I need to let the other people that I hired know that we may get a business. So therefore, you understand, you guys can come in, or you can just bring them on in. Okay, so they can get used to everything and, you know, start getting a little pay going on, and that'll make them, you know, play this little, you know, be ready when all these people needs to have they help them happy. These people are not happy. They are not going to come back. Okay, you got to get, when people ask for water, it takes 1 second. It's spotty already. When people ask for water, okay, let me go ahead and put it on my other thing. I don't know what's wrong with this damn internet because I already rebooted it and everything. All right, let me see something real quick. Do y'all hear spottiness? Let's see if I can pull it up on my other phone, or do I have to go? Yeah, I think it's back on now. I guess the damn thing hooked back up to my phone. I'll do this real quick, okay? Okay, so now can y'all hear me pretty good? Can y'all hear me pretty good? Okay, so who is Melissa and John? Margaret said yes. She definitely wasn't prepared. Focus on the business instead of the podcast, right? She focusing on that daggone podcast, and you know I'm talking so I can actually focus on both. But if you know that this dude is networking, and you know he's pretty good at what he does, get your staff in there, and they can come in days earlier. As soon as she got him, you know, he said yes, he would do it. She should have been bringing her other people in right then and there. She already hired them, I guess. Bring the stripper girl in. They should have on some type of her name. Okay, Melissa, thanks. Thanks, Sabrina. They already got everything. You can have them, you know, obviously she should have company shirts and stuff made out, business shirts made out. And they all should have that on with some cute skirt or something, waitress. And then, of course, the readers have on black pants or whatever. And they should already be in place just in case one day you get a lot of people. Because like I was saying before this audio started messing up, it's still bad. Well, you know what, y'all? That is StreamYard, okay? Because it's not the day going internet. Goodness. Well, let me see. What is it? StreamYard, okay? Because it's not the day going internet. Goodness. I see. What is it? Yeah, I hear it a little bit. Let's see. Yeah, let me log out of this other one real quick and then I'm gonna log back on. Just hold on for a second. It's getting on my nerves. I end up ending this, stopping this live. It's getting on my nerves. Hold on. And I'm in a rush today. I don't got time for all this StreamYard shit and Spectrum. Hold on. I'm not in this. I almost in the damn. Hold on. I'm trying. I don't know if it's still spotty over here. I'm just trying to log on to it on my other phone. Y'all can just let me know if it's still spotty. I don't know what's going on with this internet here. Let me take myself off of there. I'm carrying in a hot ass juicy mess. Okay, let's see here. I ain't looking that bad, but just my hair sticking up on my head. Okay, let's try this again. Is this feed right here still spotty? The reason why you was hearing feedback is because I had the other one on. Okay, let's try this again. Is this feed right here still spotty? The reason why you was hearing feedback is because I had the other one on. So right now it seems like it's okay. Just let me know if it messes up again before I put it on my other phone. This damn phone, damn trip. And I ain't never lied. All right. So like I said though, she just basically would have hired another person. Well, not another person, but you know, or either got the people she already hired to come in and be there, because you never know when the business is like this booming. And another thing too, if people are waiting on water, I mean, it takes 2 seconds to go get water. They're not going to come back just waiting on your food all day. They're going to start complaining. So I think, in my opinion, that Amber should have been better prepared for this, because she should have known that one day there's going to be a lot of business coming in there. And that you got to be prepared. You got to have enough people cooking. Thanks, Sabrina. Thanks, Jermaine. You got to have enough people cooking. You got to have enough people waiting on people, cleaning up, all of that. Okay? You can't go on what your business was doing before, because what you're trying to do, you're trying to think positive and get more people. And of course, when they was doing horrible, you can't be having all these people, you know, there, because you're not making enough money to pay them. You're losing more money than you bring it in. So, but when she got this dude to be a partner with her, and she already heard his reputation from Danielle's sister, Melissa, thank you, Sabrina, then she should have started, you know, telling the staff that she hired already to come on in, you know, or either be on call, because I may need you to come in at spur of the moment. And if they can't do that, you hire some people that can do that. See what I'm saying? Because you have to satisfy these customers. Because see, look, Dave's job is to bring people in, but it's her job to keep them coming. Forget what Shannon is talking about. Shannon acts like she does not need anybody to help her. She's only one person, the only person that's cooking. So therefore, common sense means that you need to hire somebody else to help you so you can keep up with the flow of people. What's up, Nancy? Thank you so much for being here. All right. And so that's what she needs to do. She needs to bring the whole staff in and have them work. Point blank, they should have already been there. Okay, they should have been there 2 days ago, because 2 days of paying people, you can even just have them come in at a certain time when you think people will come in. 2 days of paying people, right? It's not like having them in there the whole week and you are just going to basically paying people to do nothing. And if it's slow, you can also send them back home. Okay, but she's gonna have to do that. Period. Yeah, Shannon is annoying. She don't need nobody to help her, like she can cook food for all these people. That is so arrogant to think that you can handle everybody that comes inside of that restaurant. If it's 50 people, how is she going to cook for 50 people and get everybody's food out at the same time when you have different things? Everybody wants something different. How are you going to carry that out? That's silly. So Amber, better start concentrating on this business too, as well as the podcast, as well as the marriage. All right? So you have to concentrate on all of it. That's what, you know, we're good at that. At least some of us. Anyway, she was like, oh man, okay, so let me see what this next skit is. He said, we'll may have to fire Keisha. She is so familiar with her that she's not doing her job. Customer service is horrible. And she needs to stop. Okay, yeah, I know. And she needs to, again, I'm gonna log on my other thing. She needs to stop acting non-professional with the customers too. Okay, so let me go to this next skit. While I'm already logged into the other stream, I'm just gonna mute this anyway, and then I'm going to log into the other one once I put the video up here. Hopefully it shows. But the good thing is that I saw all of the videos already. So I can talk about them even if I don't show them. So let's Ernestine stream. Okay, so we got part 1 and part 2. We definitely gonna do part 1 and 2. Okay, let me do this. Let me go ahead and log into it since y'all said the sound is. Let me turn this off so y'all won't hear no feedback. She really has no business. She can y'all hear me? Let me see if y'all can Oh, this is so annoying. Is your internet working in your room? Is your internet working in that room? Why is it doing it? She need to call Spectrum, stupid ass, study laying that bed sleep and see what's going on. I know y'all, y'all probably hear me. Okay, y'all probably did. I don't care. You need to call and see Spectrum because I don't know why this is going in and out like this. I don't know if it's StreamYard or Spectrum. This is ridiculous. And it's going off on everybody's things. Can y'all hear me now? Because on this other thing, it's not even showing up at all. I'm actually on my other phone now trying to see if it's better. I don't even know if y'all can hear me. Let me check and see shit. I'm actually on my other phone now. Oh yeah, I can hear myself. And that's me doing the feedback, just in case y'all want to know. Okay, so I forgot what the heck I was saying now. Shit. I rebuked the system like Jermaine told me. The damn thing that got worse. All right. I mean, it got worse. So, like I was saying, because I'm scared to even go to the damn video now. I'm gonna be just perfectly honest about that. So, as I was saying, you guys, because I already seen the videos. I went on and watched them just in case I have to talk about these videos without showing anything. I was saying that Nadia seems to think that she has a right to be up here running her damn mouth. I don't like that woman. Okay, let me do this real quick. Let me mute this. Let me mute the other one. Yeah, I don't like this woman because she does not have a right to be interfering with Ernestine Jay relationship with their daughter. He got to go follow her upstairs. I blame Jay for this. He's just like Larry. He's giving these women, this woman, too much authority when she should not have it. Nadia thinks that Ava is her child. Okay. And she always talking about Ernestine. If I was Ernestine, I would tell her to be off. I'm gonna be perfectly honest and let her know you don't tell me how to do anything with my child. All right. You want a baby? Go get one by Jay. And then you tell your child what to do. You tell Jay what to do concerning your child. Okay. Point blank. I'm glad Ernestine just went up the stairs. She is so, I don't like her either, Sabrina. She is so jealous. Let me see if I can play this skit real quick. It seemed like as soon as I try to go to TikTok to play the video, it started acting up. Let's see if we can play. And I may just play part of it. I mean, I was playing part of it anyway, but I'm damn scared to play the whole video because every time I do it, start messing up. Let's see again. Look at it. Told y'all, as soon as I start playing, I'm just gonna stop it before it go back out because, like I said, I already seen the video. We seen it. I seen it. So I'll just talk about it. That's how I can do over here. So, like I said, you know, I'm glad Ernestine went on and went right up them stairs. The only thing I don't like is the fact that Nadia started following behind her, but that's okay because Jay started calling her name out. She got a whole lot of nerve though. The thing is, if that would have happened, you know, to me, I would have been going off for real. And she's blessed that Ernestine didn't slap the crap out of her for leaving that mess on the counter so Jay could pick it up by mistake and put it in that girl's bag. Because the thing about it, the school system, you know, would look at that, is not looking at it the way Nadia, Twilight Bird ass is looking at that. Okay, they can call CPS on them. And then Ava can be basically, well, they will investigate the family first, but you don't want to have CPS, DFACS, you know, Department of Family Children Services, in your life because it's a trip when they start getting involved. So I don't blame Nadia for coming over there and doing what she did and saying what she said to Nadia. But Nadia don't have no damn right to anything concerning that little girl and Ernestine and Jay's relationship concerning their daughter. Okay, because who told her to get involved with a dude that was just separated in the first place, especially with her being so churchy? She should have never got involved with him anyway because he was still legally married. And we know that deep down inside, Jay still loves his wife, got some love for his wife. That's why when he gets drunk, he be doing the most. Like they said, a drunk ain't crap. They start telling you everything, or either they start telling you other stuff, and that usually is the truth, even when they talk about you. You said she shouldn't have went to the school with Jay. That should be between Jay and Stein, right? Ernestine, or Steen, however you pronounce her name. Nadia needs to stay in her lane. Ava has a mother, right? And another thing too, Nadia is not married to Jay, so she has no right to be in that business at all. She needs to shut up. I don't like the way she be doing anyway. Let me do this. She acts like she's Ava's mother. Ernestine needs to put Trey out and start back getting her daughter on a regular basis, right? That's nothing too. Why is Trey staying with her? Right, she needs to put Trey out, get everything together, and get her daughter more often versus letting this man with his living girlfriend take care of her daughter, especially with her daughter going to a Christian school. That is probably not a look they really want to have anyway. Okay, because they didn't even know, see, it went back out on there. They didn't even know that these two were not together. At least that principal, headmaster, whatever you call them, he did not know that they were not together. So I think Ernestine need to concentrate more on trying to get her daughter more, like you just said. I think that was Sabrina who said that, and get Nadia out of that business. because Nadia don't got a dang on thing to do with that. Mute this before it started doing that feedback. Yeah, Nadia don't have anything to do with that. Point blank. It's a shame how I got to keep on logging in on this big computer. Thank God it didn't go off on my phone. Okay, so we're not going to see that skit or the next one either. I'm just going to talk about it because I don't know. StreamYard, Spectrum, together, they are they worthless. Okay, let's keep it real. And we're paying for both of them, and they are worthless. Goodness. Okay, so the next skit that I was going to talk about is the one with Regina and Dalen. I hope y'all saw that already, where Regina, his mother, came over and she was telling him about Deja, and basically she wants to keep that money. As a matter of fact, she took a stack. I don't know how much that stack is. I know the entire amount, I believe, is $40,000. So she took a stack and she was telling Dalen he needed to do something for himself. Dalen, though, is still acting, I don't know, hurt and stuff. He's probably wondering, I guess, well, the boy is not his, so I don't know, but he still probably is wondering about him because I'm pretty sure he got attached to him. That's why women shouldn't do that. You know, don't ever tell a man that the child is yours and make that child think that that's his dad, because in the end, the child is going to be the victim for sure, and then they're going to have resentment toward you. Because one thing that Dalen does not know, or Deja, is that Daniel called his real dad Marco up. And so I'm pretty sure we're going to see a skit soon where Marco is catching up to them. And guess who probably will go with him? Daniel. But that's Deja's fault for being so damn scandalous. You know, that $40,000, I believe that's some of the money that she stole from Marco. I really do. And she probably saved some of that money. The new guess is me. So that's what I think. I think that's part of that money. And that's the only thing that Dalen, his mom, better be hesitant about, because if it is Marco's and he finds out some type of way, he's going to want that money back. But I don't see how he could find out, because it was the cleaners who saw the bag and gave it to her. So as long as Dalen does not say anything, because I know Regina is not going to say anything, I don't see how Marco would know, because he already thinks that Dalen has money anyway. So as far as them, you know, I just think Dalen needs to let it go. I don't believe that Deja won't be coming back, okay? Because if Daniel goes with his dad, Marco, when he comes, she's gonna go back, okay? And as long as nobody slips up or Dalen tries to confess and tell her about the money, you know, they'll be good. But he can still tell her about the money, just give her back his part and say that's all that was there, okay? Right. To sum it up, son, stop being a simp. You dodged their bullet. But he's still a simp anyway. He's still going to be acting like a simp because he's sitting up there sad about the whole situation. He's still contemplating if he should call up Deja again and let her get that money, because he knows that that woman probably needs that money. But I still say that's the money she done stole from Marco, and she just had that left over. Talking about $400 or $500. I knew it was more than that. You can pretty much tell it was more than $400 or $500, right? You can pretty much tell that. So hopefully, you know, he let that woman do what she needs to do. I still think he's sad about his son. You know, I don't know what to say with that right there. You know, but at least Daniel he knows who his real dad is. He knows it's Marco. And you can honestly see that anyway. I don't even know why Dalen had to do another paternity test, but I guess he did it because, you know, sometimes kids do take on the mom's color. And so you just got to be sure if that's not your son or if it is your son, point blank. But I just hate that he keeps on getting caught up in these situations. Because, I mean, how many times is it going to take him to realize that some women lie, some women only want money, some women they're no good? How long will it take him to realize that? And the next skit, you guys, that I watched is the one with Destiny in the crew. So Destiny went to school, obviously, and was doing the most, standing up there, you know, did a whole video telling Hope and Faith that she'll be outside and what she's going to do to them. I didn't hear anything about Puerto Rico on the video. So a lot of people were thinking that Bethany would see that and then know they went to Puerto Rico. I didn't hear her say anything on video about it. She said it before they started recording. Now, the only thing, somebody else probably was recording too, and they may have that, and they may put that online. But if Bethany goes up to the school anyway, that principal is going to say something because he knows that they went to Puerto Rico. See, Larry is a dodo bird. He's a dum-dum. Because if you're going to sneak and do something, you don't tell the school where you went either. You just tell them went to Miami. And you school your girls and tell them, don't mention anything about Puerto Rico, not even to people at your school, nowhere. Okay, if you're going to lie and play that little game and involve your kids in it, when you do stuff and you lie, you have to follow it all the way through, not partially. Okay, because you're trying to keep everything, intact just in case, something pop off, you get asked questions or whatever the case is. So I'm pretty sure Bethany is going to find out soon, just like he's going to find out that she went to Miami. But the thing about it, I don't give a damn if he does find it out, because she had every right to go to Miami to see what her stank ass her stank ass husband was doing. He should have never lied about going there anyway. If he was a true man, he would have told her, I'm going to Puerto Rico. We're going to Puerto Rico. I don't want you to go with us because you don't know how to act. Period. And don't come. And he would have hurt her feelings and she would have stayed her butt at home. So I don't care if he does find out about that Miami. As far as Lynette getting arrested and when he finds out, I honestly don't care. And I think that her dad should have called up Larry and told him that he did all of that, because he's not going to stand for no woman, or whatever to hit his daughter. There was no reason why Lynette should have put her hands on this woman. We sat here and we watched the whole video again yesterday. There's no reason. Okay, if you're going to get that mad because people are saying stuff to you that's striking a nerve, and you start hitting, you don't need to get into no verbal altercations with anyone, because in the real world, when you put your hands on people first, you end up a couple places. You can end up first getting your butt whipped, or a lot of people don't fight. So you can end up getting yourself put in a hospital. Okay, that's a good place, considering that you can go to the morgue. Okay, or you can go yourself to jail, or you may get all three. So the thing is, why even get into a situation where you are bickering with another woman? Okay, because you're jealous anyway, and you think this woman wants your family, your grown ass son that's almost 30. How can this woman take a grown ass son from his mom and a grown ass woman from her soon to be mother-in-law? It's just so dumb for her to even think that. Jaden is a grown man. He can make his own decision. He does not want Bethany to be his mom. Okay, nobody is trying to steal your kid from you, Lynette. All right, point blank, with your insecure ass. Y'all said that Bethany insecure, and she is, but so is Lynette. See, Lynette is teed off because Larry didn't marry her, but he got a baby by her. But that's her own stupid fault. Okay, because when women start realizing you need to get the ring first before you start opening up your legs and don't have a protection, then you'll stop getting in these situations. Okay, and we all have done it, but it's a time in life where you need to stop doing it. So Lynette is ticked off probably because this man got this white woman, married her, but he couldn't marry Lynette. And then she done told herself in her mind that the reason why they didn't get married is because, they were young and it, and things weren't right, but they were right for you to get pregnant and get a child, that you're going to have to be still dealing with this man forever. Okay, so y'all don't be thinking right. Things should be right before you get a baby with this dude. Because let me tell you something, a baby is permanent, because even when them kids get grown, you have to deal with the dad. All right. But if you just get married to someone and it does not work out and you don't have any kids and you get a divorce, you can be done with them. So y'all got it backwards. Okay. You should be thinking hard about having a baby with someone, even harder than marrying them, because a baby can't be erased unless you do something to the baby or something like that, then you go to jail. But a marriage can be deleted if it does not work out. So she should have gotten the ring first and got married and then the baby. And I think this is about that. Okay, because he meets Shara, he gets a baby. He gets married to Shara, married her. And then Shara ended up cheating and going to jail a little bit. And Lynette probably is like, so I think I'm better than both of them. So why didn't he marry me? You know what I'm saying? And then he go get this white woman and bring her into the lifestyle. Now this white woman is trying to take over and take Jaden and Jaden's girlfriend and the baby from me. She already got my man. That's how I think Lynette thinks. And that's why she was so mad. Y'all are blind to stuff. Okay. You act like you're blind to stuff because as soon as they got to Montana, before they got to Montana, Lynette started. Bethany kept on saying she'll behave. We already know the way Bethany talks, her tone. So the thing is, grown people have to learn how to ignore certain things, including Bethany. They act like kids. All right. But Lynette started off all together. You don't give a grown person no 3 strikes. Who in the hell are you to be talking about 3 strikes? I would have never went for that. Nobody said, let me tell you something, Annie. Don't come over here talking about y'all think Bethany is innocent. Okay. Nobody said that she was innocent. Stop putting words in my mouth on everything. All right. You don't have to agree. Okay. You can disagree over here, but don't put words into my mouth. I never said that Bethany is innocent. I said that Lynette did something. And let me tell you something, Annie. It doesn't matter about the argument. What matters in the court of law is that this woman should have never hit nobody first, period. And I'm talking about Lynette. Y'all just like Bethany so much, y'all just avoid looking at legality. The legality of it. You cannot put your hand on anybody first unless your life is in jeopardy. And her running her damn mouth, talking to Lynette, is not a life in jeopardy. They were arguing at each other, saying hurtful things to one another. It was not a one-way street. It was a two-way street. And you know this. We watched this yesterday. Okay, it was a two-way street. As a matter of fact, when Bethany first started talking to her, she was talking like she normally talked. Okay, she just told Lynette, I'm not playing baseball. Ain't no 3 strikes. And then she started, bragging about her skills and stuff and all that. And then Lynette started tripping. And then it went back and forth, back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. That's what happened. And you had these 2 grown men, Jaden and what's his name, Larry, standing there. Her own son said he really didn't have a problem with what Bethany was saying. He got a problem with this argument, though. And they kept on bickering back and forth. Okay. But what Jaden should have done, he should have came over there, first and foremost, because he's a grown man. He should have told Bethany, no disrespect, but I need you to leave right now. I need you to get out of my house. He should have told his mom, no disrespect, to be quiet. Okay. And Larry, being the husband of Bethany, he should have came over there and told his wife to be quiet or let's go. Period. Case closed. Okay, there was no reason why they should have been bickering, and there was certainly no reason for Lynette to put her hands on anybody, and I hope her ass go to jail. I can't wait to see the skit, and I hope she goes to court and everything else, and y'all can say whatever y'all want to say, because in the real world, that's exactly what would happen. Point blank. Listen, we're not talking about Christmas. We're talking about Montana, but since you want to go there to Christmas, we can go there, all right? First and foremost, like I said 1,000,000 times, Larry should have never allowed Bethany to have that Christmas party and invite all these people that don't get along. That's the first thing. Secondly, he went on and let her have it, and all the people came. When Bethany told Lynette, or asked Lynette, why didn't she call her, or told her she should have called her, text her, or whatever, that's exactly what she should have done. You don't go over no damn body's house unannounced. I don't give a damn if your son lives there or anybody else lives there. You still need to call the wife, and you need to ask her, whether you text it or you call her, is it okay if you come over? I don't care about Larry's sister inviting her, because Larry's sister is not Larry's wife, and he does not live there. Okay? I mean, she does not live there. So you go to the wife who's throwing the party, and you text her, since y'all don't get along, and you ask her, Bethany, do you mind if I come over? Because Jaden wants me to be there, and all of that. And then when she came over, then Bethany wouldn't have been surprised. Bethany probably would still have something to say, but she's not going to be saying too much. And the thing about it, they know they don't get along, right? So therefore, You need to tell yourself before you go to this party, you got to behave regardless of what Bethany say. Bethany has to tell herself the same thing when she says yes to this woman coming. Otherwise, Lynette didn't need to be there. All right. The thing about it, nobody had to do anything. Okay, we're talking about grown people, not little bitty kids. Y'all sitting up here blaming Bethany for everything like Lynette does not play a role in anything. Like Larry does not play a role in anything. He is the main reason why these women are acting like that. If you guys don't see that, then something is wrong. Okay, he's the man, the head of the household. What he says goes. He should be telling his wife certain things, but at the same time, he needs to act like a husband because that he is not acting like. Let me tell you something, honey, because I'm married. A husband does not allow an ex-wife and ex-girlfriend to come into his household and take over a daggone thing, all right? Just like a wife does not do that with her ex. I don't know no man, not one, that would allow this. Just like that trip to Puerto Rico. I don't know one man that would allow their wife to go out of town with their ex-husband. And if y'all think that's appropriate, then something is wrong with y'all, okay, on everything. Because I don't think that trip was appropriate. You know, I don't think the Christmas party was appropriate. I don't think Montana was appropriate. Jaden should have called his dad up. He could have called Bethany up because we know how Bethany be tripping. He should have called Bethany up and told her, listen, Bethany, no disrespect, but I don't want you to come at the same time my mom is going to be there. So you and my dad can come at a later time. This is what grown, intelligent people do, okay? You know, people don't get along. Why are you putting them together? You know how your mom is. You know how Bethany is. Why even play that daggone game? And as Black people, we need to stop doing that, okay? Because why get yourself involved in a situation like Lynette did? Why would you even go off and hit someone, not being able to control yourself when you know that Bethany's family members are in the legal system? And then you know the legal system don't care about you partly Indian and all this other foolishness that y'all like to say. Because when you get into that courtroom, the only thing they are going to see is a Black woman. They don't give a damn about you part Indian, part Hispanic, part Puerto Rican, part whatever. Okay, if you look Black, they're going to look at you like you are Black. And if they are if there is systemic racism, okay, there you go. Why would you get yourself in situations? One thing that I'm getting tired of hearing is Black people always talking about the police. You call them police, you police, you that. But don't do things to have the police called on you. Now, granted, I do know sometimes some of these people just be calling police on people, and sometimes the police just picks with people because of their skin color. But if you know this, right, you know this already. So therefore, the people who like to put themselves in positions where people can call the police, don't do it. Why on earth would you hit somebody first in this day and time? You are a grown 50-some-year-old woman. Who puts their hand on someone because they're talking? I would have told Bethany's butt completely off and put her butt out of that house. Even the homeowners should have stopped that argument and put both of those women out. Because that's exactly what I would have done. How are you going to let these two women be up there arguing in your household and your daughter is getting ready to have a baby? That is stupid. And that's right. Even if you don't like the person, right is right and wrong is wrong. And people who know what I'm talking about and know what's the difference between right and wrong, they know that I'm telling the truth. Okay? All these people were responsible. All of these grown people were responsible for that altercation and everything that happened in that house. On Christmas, Larry was mostly responsible because he should have never allowed his wife to have a Christmas party and invite all these people that he knows they don't like each other. In Lynette, when she came there, uninvited by Bethany, she should have called or texted Bethany first. Just like when Bethany went over Shara's house and did not text or call. Larry told her that. But where Larry messed up at is when Larry let her in. And Shara messed up too. Because I would have told Bethany's ass, let me tell you something, hon, and no disrespect to your wife, but I'm going to tell you straight up. You didn't call, you didn't text. The same thing you told Lynette to do, these rules apply to you too when you're coming over someone's house. You need to call them or text them to see if it's okay, whether you are friends with them or you're not. period. So therefore, I would have closed the door and told her to go home. If she does not want to go home, she can sit her ass in the car. And once this meeting is over, I'll let you know what happened. That is what grown people do. You said Bethany is a snake. I'm married too, but she's my opinion. Listen, everybody have their right to their own opinion, like I said before. Okay. And it is what it is. The thing is this right here. I don't condone none of their actions, okay? Period. I know how a marriage is supposed to be. I've been married since what? 2000, been with my husband since 1997. Okay, the only reason why I want a divorce is because of financial reasons. That's it. If the financial reasons were better, if financial things were better, I wouldn't even want a divorce, okay? Let me put it like that. That's why I gave him all these years to get his finances together. And that's why I've been separated so long, okay? But finances can mess you up, especially as you start getting older. But the thing is, I bet you I never had to worry about no stupid stuff like this. All right? None of this. No cheating, no bringing your exes around, no disrespect, none of that. All right? So the thing is, I know how a marriage and a relationship goes. When I be in relationships, they last for a long time, period, in a real relationship. All right? And so I know this is not appropriate behavior from none of these people. I don't care what nobody in Skitland is talking about unless you're talking the truth, because we know to blame one person for all this is ludicrous. All right. And anybody knows this. It's not just one person, it's the whole group of people. You know, you don't get along with this wife. Why do you feel like you need to come over that house? They don't like Bethany, but all in Puerto Rico, all you heard is Bethany, Bethany, Bethany. And even if Bethany be tripping, there is no excuse for Larry to be doing the things that he was doing in Puerto Rico. If he thought it was right, he would never be lying about it. Okay? He would not be lying about it. I don't know what y'all be talking about. And this is why I don't like talking about Bethany, but I will talk about it because I'm not afraid to talk about it. You know what I'm saying? I don't care. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to say, listen, I'm going to speak my truth regardless of who likes it and who don't like it. Okay? Just like when y'all come over here, y'all can speak y'all truth, regardless if I like it. Okay? If y'all think like that, that's y'all. My stuff is going good right here. My life is going perfect, good, almost perfect. I'm going to be perfectly honest. Not perfect because none of us can be perfect, but it's going pretty good. Okay? With the exception to a stalker that I have. But other than that, it's going good over here. So the thing is, I don't have to worry about these type of things. I don't. Because you know why? Because I think correctly. Under no circumstances, even if you get along, should exes be involved in your relationship, in your marriage. A marriage is a covenant between you, God, your husband, and all that. The Bible says God come first, right? Since country where he got Jesus is popping, I also use the tag, and he says his thing is centered around that. So if we want to look at biblical ways, the Bible states that the God come first, the spouse comes second. Okay. So why is Larry putting ex-wives before his wife? And why are you guys, and some of y'all are saved and go to church and everything, how are you guys condoning that Bethany comes after his exes and you think that Larry did not do anything? What is wrong with y'all for real? If you want to look at it biblically, and I won't even use no profanity, how is that right? Just like all this cheating, how is that right? How is it right to commit adultery on your partner? How is it right for Larry to go to Puerto Rico and be trying to get all up to Shara, trying to get her to have adultery? How is that right? How are you guys supporting that foolishness, especially people who are supposed to be in church and saved? How? Even if you're not in church, if you're saved, you should not be agreeing to this. And this is why I get so mad about it, because I can't believe this. And then y'all wonder why this world is so messed up. Wrong is wrong and right is right, regardless if you like a person or not. When I'm on my live, I tell you that Bethany did something. Just like when she was trying to get her mother to lie, and I said that's not right. And she don't tell her mother to lie because she's not her mother. Okay, she's not her mother's mother. Okay, she's the child. So she needs to stay in her place. You don't tell your mother to do anything, lady. You are a kid in her eyes. And she went back and apologized because she knows that was not right. And y'all in the comments say, she don't mean, how do you know what she mean? Do you know her? Are you in her brain? You don't know anything about why she said sorry. She probably did mean it. So the thing is, the problem that I got is that y'all be sitting up here talking about y'all saved and everything else, but yet you condone this foolishness that's going on in their relationship when you know all of these people are guilty. Every single one of them. Shara, Lynette, Larry, Bethany. They're guilty. They're wrong. All of them, because they all play a role. You can't bicker by yourself. Okay? You need somebody else to fuel it. So if all of these people were to stop, it wouldn't be no argument. And if Larry assumed his head of household role in his leadership role, in his husband role with his wife, this stuff wouldn't be happening. And just say if Bethany can't do as she's supposed to do, then you go to counseling like intelligent people do. Try to work it out. If you can't work it out, you let the relationship go. That's the way it should be. If he does not want his wife, he needs to let her know and go get whoever he wants, which I don't know why it would be Shara, because if she already played around on him the first time, she already told somebody that he's not her type, then why would you want this woman again? Something is wrong with some Black men. Why would you want this woman again if she cheated already years ago? And then when she got out of jail, I don't give a crap about no woman, no mom calling her child and sending some daggone money. How about you bring your ass out to see your daughter and move there and get joint custody? Or even if you can't get joint custody, how about you bring your daughter over your house and you take care of her some too, versus calling her up on the phone? A real mom does not do that, but y'all online talking about Shara is a good mother, but yet can't no one, not one person, tell me why. Why do you think Shara is a good mother? I put it on a poll. I ask you guys in this chat. I ask people in the bushes, why is Shara a good mother? And not one person could tell me. So the case is closed right there for me. She's not a good mother. All right. Larry is not a good husband. And Bethany, she's better than him at certain things, but she's a hot mess too. All right. Point blank. Because Bethany, see, I can tell you everything. Bethany's problem is this right here. She'll take accountability, but what she does, she gives you the reason why. And she is a grown woman. And I can understand sometimes she's mad. She's insecure because, Larry bringing all these ex-women around, putting them on a pedestal, putting them before him. But for me, if I keep on warning you and you still do the same thing, this marriage is over. I'm not going to keep on bickering with your ex-girlfriends, your ex-wife, get into a physical altercation, begging you cannot go to Montana to be included in your other life. I'm not going to do that, because when he took vows for her, she should already be included. And he should never disrespect his wife, just like she shouldn't be disrespecting him. Point blank. So for me, the marriage would be over, because I'm not going to play those games. Okay, point blank. So Bethany needs to stop having an excuse for everything. If she did something, say I did it and be done with it. Just like with the BC thing. I did not agree with that 100%, because first and foremost, yes, she's concerned, but the way she did it is not right. You need to go talk to Larry. Forget Char, because she's not there. Go talk to Larry. Tell Larry what you heard. I don't know if he's going to believe her or whatever the case is, but you tell him what you heard, and then let him decide where y'all should go. If this girl goes out here and gets pregnant, that's on her. Okay? She's almost 18. That's on her and her dad and her biological mother, since they don't want her included. And so that's how I would have handled it. All that going to the drugstore, getting BC pills, please. Okay? Her mom and her dad should be talking to her about that. For real, talking to her, because she has a boyfriend. Okay, versus worried about bickering with Bethany and worried about fighting her when you get off of papers. And y'all think that's right. A grown-ass woman, 40-some years old, just spent some time in jail. She's on papers for what? Because y'all said she was innocent. Okay? And then you're talking about fighting some woman, your ex-husband's wife, because she ran her mouth or she bought your daughter some BC pills. Something is wrong with Black people who think like this. And this is why some of y'all be in trouble. Point blank. And you're right, all of those relationships, but we're not talking about all of them. We're talking about Larry and Bethany and Char and Lynette. All of them needs therapy. From Larry to his wife. I'm not even worried about the other two because they're not a part of this marriage, okay? But Larry and Bethany, they need individual counseling, okay? That's what I think, because I'm not a psychiatrist. They need individual counseling. That's what I think. And then they also, I know, I don't need to be a psychiatrist. They need marital counseling, family counseling. And those disrespectful ass girls need to be included. And y'all think that's right. Y'all think some little bitty kid should be talking to her elder like that. That's what's wrong with this world today. That's why these kids be going out here being some of y'all asses. Okay? That's why they do that. And unaliving people and doing the most. Because parents need to stay a parent, whether you are a stepmom, stepdad, or a real mom or dad. Okay? When you pick a partner out and it's not their biological child and they agree to assume that responsibility and they are doing it well, you should never treat that person like this little girl is treating Bethany, and got Destiny doing the same thing, and then her husband. Her husband is the reason that is happening. Of course it's not, but as a person being saved, you don't condone adultery, point blank. All right? That's what's wrong. We always got daggone excuses. And that's right. The thing about it, you should not have your kids lying. You should not be doing a lot of things that both Bethany and Larry both do. Okay, because they both do. Because I have seen Larry incorporate the kids into their discussion, and I definitely seen Bethany do it. All right, and this is a no-no. And then nothing you don't need to do. You don't need to talk about the real mom or dad in front of your children or where they can hear you. So all of these things they are guilty of, both Bethany and Larry. And this is why I say they need individual counseling and family counseling and marital counseling. That's the only way I can see this relationship, lasting if they do this. If they don't do it, then you're going to see what's going to happen. Just like with this jail thing. I don't understand why Bethany's dad did not call Larry and let Larry know he called his judge friend and other legal person to handle this. He should be calling Larry, telling Larry this, because he is the one who did it. Because listen, I don't know not one dad or mom that would condone a man letting his ex-girlfriend fight his wife. Okay, some people would even be in jail because of that. Some dads. Now I can do a poll and I can put it up and I can guarantee you there's not too many men that's going to go for that. So you mean to tell me, since y'all like to blame Bethany for every damn thing, so you mean to tell me if your daughter was married to a man and she got into an altercation with his ex-girlfriend, and the ex-girlfriend, they just was arguing back and forth at each other. The ex-girlfriend hit her first and beat her up. You mean to tell me you're taking the ex-girlfriend's side when you know that's wrong? You don't touch people first. As many things I had to encounter, not one time have I ever hit anybody first. That's why Shay's Tube never really got in trouble. Okay? And when I defend myself, I do it to the fullest, just to let y'all know that. So, I never got in trouble. That one time I almost did, but it was self-defense. Okay? They had to prove that. So who wants to go through that? Who wants to go through that? That's why you don't put your hands on people first. You let them put your life in jeopardy. Not saying you got to let them go ahead and unalive you and things like that, but you have to have a fear for your life, or either they hit you first. You don't hit people first. And you certainly don't hit people first. And their family members have high positions in law enforcement, in the legal system. That's stupid. Shh. All of them are toxic. Not the kids. I'm talking about these grown ass people. I'm talking about Larry first, Bethany second, those two exes. Both of them lied, just like this trip. Why on earth is Bethany lying about where she went? Tell this man you went to Miami to see what's up with him and his ex. That's it. Then you're going to incorporate your mother into it. Then get mad when she wouldn't lie for you. Okay, that's crazy. Then I did get on her butt about that in my live because you don't tell your mother what to do, girl. Okay, I wish I would be telling my mom you should have lied for me and all this stuff. She would tell me off. Period. Okay, you don't do that. Stay in the child's place. And yeah, she's not a child, but she's a child to her parents. That's why I told y'all when y'all be talking about what's the name is almost 18. I don't give a damn if she's 21. She's still a child in her parents' eyes. She's under them. Okay, you don't disrespect your parents. That's why a lot of kids' days on earth are not long right now because they be running their mouth to grown-ups and elders too much. Shut up. Certain things you don't say to your parents. And you certainly don't tell your parents what to do. And if you want to express your opinion, you do it in a respectful manner. Okay? Right. Let the adults handle it. But you know what? Bethany and Larry both allow them to do that. And then she goes out and buy gifts and stuff. These people are weird. He lets them go out of town when they shouldn't have been going nowhere. They're weird. He got Destiny there without even checking with Bethany first to make sure it's okay. And then what is Destiny learning? Because clearly she haven't learned anything because look how she's handling this rap. She want to fight. Black people, you better stop fighting all the damn time. That's why you be ended up being in jail. Okay? And getting treated unfairly. It's a time to fight and it's a time not to fight. Point blank. If she did not like that diss song, why didn't they make another one back? Make one back about them. And you can really make a really good one if you just want to be petty. Now, if you want to be more mature, you'd be like, F them. But if you just want to keep it on music, just go ahead and do one back and be done with it. Hell, I made a diss song about my stalker. I made like 4 or 5 of them, and I play them every now and then. You don't see us physically fight. I mean, he may want to. If I was a man, I'm not gonna lie, I would already beat his butt because he read his mouth too much. Okay, but I mean, I know that would be a trip. But the way he runs his mouth and be lying, yeah, he would have made me just lose every ounce of control if I was a dude. But with all that being said, I'm not a dude, so therefore, I just made the little tracks, just to mess with him because what he was doing to me. Okay, but we're not trying to meet each other and fight and all this other stuff. He just messed with me and I just returned the favor. And even though that's still a little bit immature, but sometimes when you're grown, and I'm talking about grown us anyway, sometimes you have to meet people with their own foolishness to see if they'll stop, especially here on YouTube. But in the real world, and you're dealing with kids in a diss track, the fight thing is not going to make them retract the song. Okay, so if Destiny is that mad about that song, which I don't understand why, because it didn't say really nothing but a bunch of garbage. Really, you know what I'm saying? It's trash. I mean, I think the 2 girls probably could rap, but I mean, come outside. Brooke scared of me. Destiny scared of me. That's kiddie stuff. Okay, these people about to be going to college and be grown-ups, man. I don't give a damn about that. I just would write this song back and let them know that y'all almost damn grown. It's time to think about college, girls. And that's what I would say, something similar like that in the diss. But I would do a diss back just to mess with them. I really would. And one thing I like about Larry's sister is because when Lynette and Bethany was fighting, she said the same thing I'm saying. Bethany talks too damn much. She be tripping out and doing the most. But that is no reason you put your hands on this woman if she did not hit you first, point blank. And she even told Bethany, what she needed to tell her. And that's what I would have told her too. Okay, it's not about, who you like, who you don't like. It's about what's right and wrong. So I commend her for that. You said you can't stand those kids. I can't stand what they do, okay? How disrespectful they are, period. Because I would tell them to shut up. I'm going to be perfectly honest. Those 2 twins need to help their mother and study them making diss songs. They need to go get a diss job, okay, on everything. And I blame LaQuisha for that. Because once again, here we got a single parent that is not doing everything she needs to do. Control your little kids and make them act like they should be acting. If they was out working, okay, when they get out of school, they wouldn't have time to make a diss track. They wouldn't have time to be doing foolishness, using her EBT card and all this other foolishness. So that's what she needs to do. She needs to get on her job and stop using the excuse, I'm a single parent, because who put her in that situation to be a single parent? Okay, stop using that excuse. You chose to be a single parent. You weren't 14, 15 when you got pregnant. And you chose not to use some type of protection and make that man use it too. All right, this is not 1940s, 50s, 60s, 70s, 80s, 90s. Those girls were born in the 2000s. Okay, so therefore you should know. I'm about to do it. Go ahead, because you know I do them back, baby. I rap anyway. I write raps. So go ahead and do it so I can do one about you, Jermaine. All right, Jermaine Stinking Ass Thompson. Okay, you know what I'm saying? Go ahead and do it, dude. Okay, you ain't gonna be able to flow with things too. Well, you know what? She better, because they're already 18 and out of control. Okay, probably so. But they want to be rappers, okay? But like I said, they can be rappers, but go get a job and start wrapping up some papers and stuff, some gift boxes or, you know, the customers and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? And then you can do the rapping, on the mic. You can do that shit in your spare time and go your ass to college, whether it's a 2-year, 4-year, whatever. Do all of that, okay? Because you don't have any kids. You can do all of that in your young. All right? I did it. So you can do it too. And then you can do that rap career, on the side when you're not working, when you're not at school. You can still do it. Yeah, when I used to work and was single and I wanted to be in the industry, and I was in the industry for a minute, I had my own singing group. I used to work at AT&T from 6 a.m. to 6 p.m., right? Then I would get off of work, go get my kids, take them home and all of that, get them straight. Then I would go and rehearse. I would rehearse with my group until about 1 o'clock in the morning, sometimes 2. Then I would go home, get a couple hours of sleep, get back up and go to work. That's probably why I got hypertension. And then I used to also work a second job. So you do what you need to do. The only thing I needed to do though back then is stop tripping out with my boyfriend, because my ass was mean as shit, and to stop not going to sleep. Because sometimes I would stay up the whole damn day and function just like I've been asleep. I still can do that now. You can ask Jermaine, I can function the next day. Like last night, I didn't go to bed till 4 o'clock this morning. And then I got back up at 9. That's the only thing I need to cut out. My ass would not get a good night's sleep. Sometimes I do, but a lot of times I be up. Okay. It's like it's so much stuff to do, I be up. And when I was younger, I certainly used to be up and be don't worry about what if I'm still here or not. You got that? So that's what I would we get ready to go. Don't worry about that. We're good. Don't worry about what time I leave or when I leave. I know what time I'm leaving. I'm ready anyway. All I gotta do is put on my pants and finish doing my hair. That's it. Y'all be worried about stuff y'all shouldn't be worried. Just make sure you're ready. Is Chloe ready? Okay, because Chloe butt ain't even ready, but I'm gonna be completely ready. Girl, we get ready to go out there, okay? Y'all better stop tripping for y'all don't be going. Shit. Now, let me tell you, my daughter, 25, almost 26. The other one is 22. She'll be 23 in November. Son, 17, he'll be 18. Okay? So y'all can know I'm not talking to no little bitty kids up in here. They be up here telling me what to get ready. Basically, that's what they said. I'm already basically ready, though. Now I'm just putting on my pants right now because I got on my military look today. And I switched around to the other side. I got a headache for staying up last night. But like I said, that's what I used to do back then. That's probably how I got hypertension, being up all the damn time. More importantly, though, dealing with my ex-boyfriend back then and stuff. It really wasn't him. It really was me, though, back then, because I used to be tripping. See how you can tell the truth? You see, it doesn't matter if you like somebody, if you don't. Just be truthful. The only time you lie is when it's keeping you out of jail or out of a situation where you're about to be unalive or something like that. Let me get my watch, y'all. Hold on. But in Larry's, let me get my earring too. Hold on. My earrings. You be 10 minutes later than what you are 30 minutes later, and they be acting like you ain't gonna leave. And he ain't even going and worried about what time I'm leaving. He's not even going. And I'm glad he ain't, because he be tripping, just like men. Just be tripping out. You should. Oh, one thing about it, the person you are today isn't necessarily the person you would be tomorrow. That's right. You said get ready. Okay, that's what I'm doing. If this damn StreamYard wasn't acting up, I would be full-fledged ready. But let me tell you something, Jermaine. I'm halfway ready right now. Okay, y'all thought I was just sitting here. I had got ready before I got on somewhat. I did all my exercise, my prayers. I cleaned up. The only thing I didn't do is vacuum upstairs. But since he liked to run his mouth all the time, I'll have him vacuum upstairs and stuff. It really don't need vacuuming, you guys. It's just that I'm a neat freak, and everything got to be perfect for Shay's Tube in this house. Everything. I've been like this for years. But I'm almost ready though. Let me put my necklace on and stuff. Gosh. I can't wait to get out there though, because I'm definitely gonna show y'all what it looks like. I think I'm gonna put on this necklace, even though it don't really, it's blue. I can still wear it. I didn't put my stuff on my neck, but that's okay. I'm gonna do some neck massages. Ow. I'll still put the cream on my neck though. But anyway, back to them though. Y'all got to start looking at what's right is right, what's wrong is wrong. Nobody ever said that Bethany was right on everything, that she doesn't do anything wrong. I would be lying to sit here and say Bethany never does anything, because she does a lot of stuff. Sometimes I don't like her tone, but the sister, certainly the ex-women and wife don't have to deal with Bethany. And if Larry does not want to deal with her, he does not have to deal with her, okay? Because her dad already told her if she goes into that company funds again, I don't know what he's going to do. But you see, he even know that that's not right to do, just like I would have did it the same way. Except with me, I'm going to let you know, if you go into companies funds again and use it for personal, you will be terminated, period. Because I already gave you one chance, daughter or no daughter. Okay, point blank. That's how you got to be. Just like the fight her and Greg had. I told y'all, Greg should have pressed charges, okay? Because he couldn't hit her back. He couldn't fight her back. He said he's not going to hit a girl. And y'all was running around here in the chats and stuff talking about Bethany won and all this other bull crap. Bethany didn't win anything because he never fought her back. Why would a man fight a woman? Okay? So what he should have done, he should have had her ass arrested. Sister or no sister, you don't be putting your hands on nobody first. All of that applies to anybody. Don't put your hands on anybody first. If you do, whatever consequences come your way, that's exactly what happened. Just like the people who put their hands on me, the consequences that came afterwards is why they ended up in the hospital. And that's just on everything. All right? Because you don't do that. Don't put your hands on people. Keep your hands to your damn self. If you can't handle an argument, don't get into it with them. Just like I was telling my stalker, if you cannot handle an argument with Shay's Tube and you think that Shay's Tube should refrain from saying certain things within Ninja, don't you say a damn thing about anything about me. And certainly not my kids, certainly not about David or anything. Okay? Because when you do that shit, that's when you unleash the real Shay's Tube and you would get your ass told off. And I don't give a damn about your family at all. And that's what I told him. You're not going to sit here and be saying stuff, incorporating my David into the stuff, and he don't have a damn thing to do with this. That's silly. Put my number up online, all that weird stuff. You think I'm not going to say anything? Please. So yeah, don't do stuff if you don't want people to respond back. All right? Point blank. So I think I covered all of the skits that I wanted to cover. Let me make sure. I think I did though. And I am getting ready to go. And I'll be back later on, you guys, with another reaction. I don't know what to say about this internet though. I really don't. Yeah, I did. I covered Nadia. The only thing that I didn't cover is Delicia. She just told Shayla that she does not talk to King anymore because Shayla was trying to get them all to go on a double date and stuff. And she talking about her and King don't really have no chemistry or whatever the case is. She knows exactly why she's not dating King anymore, because she wants Iman. And yet Iman has a real woman. And both of these chicks are going to be looking crazy when they find out that Iman has another woman, his main chick, and they just the side chicks. All right, so I cannot wait until all of this shit come out and everybody see that they are not as special as they think they are. I'm going to be laughing my butt off. I'm not going to lie, and I can't wait to do a reaction. As far as Bethany and them, when this is revealed that her husband went to Puerto Rico and the police coming for Lynette's stinking ass and Bethany lying ass lied too, it's going to go down. But what's really going to go down is when Bethany finds out that this man was brushing up on Shara, being inappropriate, and that he's a co-signer. Those things right there should terminate this marriage, but I don't know. Okay, so with that being said, thanks to everybody for watching, everybody in the bushes, everybody who watched this in the replay. Sorry about the technical difficulties, but I think it's a combination of StreamYard in the Spectrum internet, so I don't know for sure, but it may be StreamYard because it's acting up on all my phones, but so is my internet as well, so I don't know for sure. Anyway, thanks to Jermaine, Margaret, Nancy B. Y'all make sure y'all check Nancy B out, show her some love and support. Eddie McIntyre, Sabrina, I think that's it. And like I said, everybody in the bushes, everybody who watched this in the replay, y'all don't forget to thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, hit the bell notification, share, leave a comment. Check out my other stuff. My newest YouTube short is up. Check that out. And then I'm going to have that news reaction up sometime too. So check that out too. And my live that I did last night was pretty interesting. So check that out as well. Okay. And my other country rain reactions. And check me out on Shay's Tube Shopping Haul channel if all you like to see is shopping hauls. Other than that, you guys, I'll see you back later on tonight. And don't forget, if you want to show additional support for the channel, you can do that by doing a super sticker, super chat, Cash App donation, $1 Shay's Tube, or you can copy yourself a membership for $4.99 per month. All right, thanks. And then here, this goes out to, I don't think, well, no, it goes out to Nadia with her stinking ass. Okay, she is not Ava's mama or even the stepmother. Girl, you are not married to Jay. Stop acting like you are his wife, stupid. All right? Why do y'all be doing all that shit anyway? If he decides to push you over and bring another woman in there, you're going to be looking stupid because you're up here acting like a wife and he won't even give you the full thing of, he won't even give you a ring, girl. He won't even make that dedication to you. So why are you acting like this now? The dude probably still got love for his ex-wife in the first place. So stay out of their business when it comes to Ava, okay, and mind your damn business. And that's on everything. And you deserve this award tonight or today. Okay, y'all, I'm out of here. Y'all take care. Have a blessed day, and I will see y'all in the next video. Now let's go down here and do this.
Yeah. Right. She know the shade too. Rev. Yo, Wayne write the skit, he produced the scene, but Shay bring the talk that's slick and mean. He got characters, drama, chaos on deck, but Shay the one breaking down every little speck. She spot the shade, the smirks, the fakes, catch the punchlines and the subtle mistakes. She the voice of the couch, the fam on the phone, like, did you see what just happened when he left her alone?
She stay talking, she break it all down, from the messy to the funny. She wear that crown, skips by Wayne, but the show start here. When Shay react, you gon' laugh or a tear. Oh, it's the Shay stuff wave. She real, she raw, she bold, she brave. Country Wayne built it, but Shay made it pop. Now hit that play and don't you stop.
She ain't here just watching, she go hosting from the sideline, talking over clips like it's game time. Characters wild, but Shay got control. She pause, rewind, then snatch they soul. No script in her voice, just truth and wit. Like, why is girl acting like she ain't seen that chick? She roast, she laugh, she bring the fire. Shay turn a 5-minute skit to an all-day ride.
She stay talking, she break it all down, from the messy to the funny. She wear that crown, skips by Wayne, but the show start here. When Shay react, you gon' laugh or a tear. Oh, it's the Shay stuff vibe. She the voice of the folks that don't let nothing slide. Country Wayne lit it, and Shay got the flame. Now run that back, you know the name.
Shout out to Country Wayne for cooking up the chaos. But if you want the real breakdown, decide how to laugh the truth. You pull up here. This is the Shay's Tube reaction show. No cap, no filter. Just Shay.
Shay stay talking, she break it all down from the messy to the funny. She wear that crown. Skits by Wayne, but the show start here. When Shay react, you gon' laugh or tear. Ooh, it's the Shay still vibe. She the voice of the folks that don't let nothing slide. Country Wayne lit it, Shay got the flame. Now run that back, you know the name.
All right, y'all. I'll see you guys later on if you can hear me. And y'all have a blessed day. I'm gonna have to repeat that because I don't even see the thing lit up. All right, let's see if it comes up. Okay, I said see y'all later. Have a blessed day. And thank you guys so much for being here. Don't forget the thumbs up. All righty, peace out. See y'all between 8 and 9:30 tonight.